Hi, my name is Ariana. For today's video, I'm going to be reacting to the 4 types of introverts. Which one are you by Sight to Go? Let's get into the video. Because that is white, like white, like bright light type of white. Like I can't even see.
Hey Psych2Goers, and welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you've given us. It enables us to take yet another walk down everyday psychology lane. So, let's begin. What comes to your mind when you hear the word introvert? Is it that shy, wallflower daydreaming in the social gathering? Or the quiet kid who rarely spoke up in class? But wait, did you know there is much more that describes an introvert than just their socializing frequency, or lack thereof? There are even different types of introverts. Who knew, right? By definition,
Let's see which type I am, because I'm a big introvert.
Becoming emotionally drained. But according to research by a psychology professor at Wellesley College, there are 4 different types of introverts. These types take into account the varied personalities of introverts and acknowledge that introversion is a spectrum. With that being said, here are the 4 types of introverts.
Let's see.
1. Social introvert. Social introvert? Yeah, you heard that right. Social introverts
I can
are
see
both the most outgoing and the most private of the 4 types. They don't feel shy or anxious in social settings and may even enjoy them, but they feel emotionally drained if they stay out for too long. While social introverts like spending time alone, they still want a few close friends they can depend on, and they tend to be the most social when they're among this group of friends. Someone who doesn't know them might even assume that they're an extrovert if they meet them when they're hanging out with their close friends. But social introverts won't share much about themselves to anyone other than their closest friends.
I'm very social with my close friends. I talk a lot.
You can conjure the image of the daydreaming wallflower. Thinking introverts also don't mind socializing, but they rarely do so because they're lost in their own little worlds. They often find themselves daydreaming and may seem aloof to those who don't know them. Thinking introverts are also very introspective and therefore more in tune with their feelings than the average person. Other people may have a hard time connecting with thinking introverts because they have a unique thought process and prefer to experience their thoughts rather than taking the time and energy to explain them to others. 3. Anxious introvert.
I'm not really a
someone who
thinking
might replay
introvert.
social encounters in their head and think about what they said or did and what they could have done differently. Perhaps a better label for the anxious introvert is the shy introvert.
That's
To
kind
differentiate
of
anxious
a little
introversion
bit.
from anxiety disorders, anxious introverts crave solitude, even when they're with their close friends. They're extremely uncomfortable in new or large social situations and analyze or ruminate on their behavior whenever they're in public. But it's important to look out for social anxiety disorders and not have the two mixed. In extreme cases, this aversion to social situations may develop into social anxiety. Although any personality type, introverts, extroverts, or ambiverts, can experience social anxiety or other anxiety disorders. But if you avoid necessary social situations because you have strong physical reactions, such as shaking, increased heart rate, or nausea during them, it is a sign of social anxiety and not shyness and requires professional attention. And 4. Restrained introvert.
Restrained.
Now, this is your introvert next door kind of type. They get uncomfortable if they feel rushed into situations, especially social ones. Restrained introverts are reserved, thoughtful, and don't like change. They'll go out if they've planned for it far enough in advance, but they would rather be relaxing by themselves, binging on their favorite shows, reading, or doing yoga. Restrained introverts find comfort in their routine, and may also find it difficult to get their mind and body moving right after they wake up. They thrive in their routine and appreciate ample forewarning. If you think you're an introvert but didn't relate to any of these 4 types, you may be an ambivert, or closer to the extrovert side of the personality spectrum. Learning more about your personality type helps you communicate your needs to people with different personality types and strengthens interpersonal relationships.
I'm not
Did you
really
find this insightful?
a restrained
Will you now be able
introvert.
to tell the different types apart? Can you think of any other types? If you're an introvert, which of these 4 types did you relate to? Share this with an introvert you know to find out what type they are. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe to Psych2Go for more content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
I think I'm most like the social introvert, kinda. Cause like, for example, like it's at school, in a school setting, like if the teacher calls on me, I'm not gonna be scared to answer the question. And like I talk when I have to. And then like if I'm really close to you, or like we've been in like the same classes together for like the past 2 years, and like the same, like most of the same classes for a whole year, I'll talk to you the most. And then for my close friends, I'll talk to them the most and tell them everything, you know? And then even in a public setting, I talk to people when it's necessary. Like, for example, if someone was like, oh, where's this in the store? I'll be like, oh, it's over here, and we'll go about our way, you know? Or if somebody was asking for directions, I'll be like, oh, you go this way, this way, blah, 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 blah. You know? Or, like, if someone needs help learning something, I'll help them. And then after that, we don't ever talk, because, you know, I don't like talking to people for real. I just don't. Like, when I'm in, like, I say this, but, like, I've been in choir for so long. Like, when I'm around a lot of people for a long period of time. Well, choir is, like, neutral for me, though. Because in choir, it's like something you like to do, which I like to do. And like the people there are like nice. So it's like, and like we're all in there for the same thing. So it's just like, I can't really feel socially drained with choir. But if it's like a big event happening at school, like a field day or something, or at my school, it's called Blaze Day. I get so drained because not only am I doing stuff for choir, but then I'm also doing stuff in front of the whole school for all the school people to see. And on top of that, I have to run around all day talking to people. I get drained, okay? For example, there was one year, well, in my sophomore year, we did a parade. And then after the parade, the choir people had to go back, run back, okay, run and change into some other clothes. And then we had to sing at the middle school. Then after they got done singing at the middle school, we had to go back, run back, and change again. Because, you know, it's only, the school was just across the street, or basically down the street from my school. And then we had to change again for the concert. And like I was in musical theater and choir, so the dress changes, those were stressful, cause you had literally less than 5 minutes to change. So for choir, I'll have like a dress on, and then I have to put on stockings that were like the same color as my skin, and then I have to put on flats. A tip for those in choir and musical theater that have to do dress changes: always wear your stockings under your pants, because you're not going to have time to put on stockings plus the dress and then change into regular clothes like a sweatshirt and jeans for whatever the theme of your musical theater thing is, and then have to change back into a dress. Like, that's just too much. And then have to change in, like, there was one time where right after my performance, I had to change immediately. So I had my stockings on with my flats on and my dress. Then I wore my shirt under my dress with the arm because the rush. But then they had to fix that because it's like, how? Like, that's impossible. That was stressful. Like, how am I supposed to change and then have musical theater perform? Like, it's like I'm basically gonna miss my own performance, you know? Like, y'all better put a quick singing act in between and fix that, because there's just no way. Like, I had to change to a dress, and then after that, I had to put on a sweatshirt and some jeans, plus my Converse. Then after that, I had to change back into my dress. Then I had to change into all black clothes for my last physical theater performance. Then after that, I had to change back into, like, that's too many dress changes. Like, when I say I was sweating at the end of that whole day, I was so mentally drained and tired that day. This is why I don't like going to parties. I could never go to a party. Not loud music with a bunch of people everywhere in the same room. No, couldn't be me. Could not be me. But yeah, that's my little rant, little story time. You know, this video was only supposed to be like 6 minutes. I don't remember the timestamp. I think it was 6 minutes. Honestly, it's probably it's supposed to be 5 minutes. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Comment down below what I should react to in my next video. My socials will be in the description box down below. I would really love it if I got a reaction request, as long as it doesn't have music in it, because I always have to cut the music out, and that's just sitting here in silence is just not it. So yeah, because I just be looking for videos, so I don't ever be knowing what to react to. I be like, let me just search something from the past, you know. But yeah, don't forget to love yourself. Love yourself. Be yourself. We are still in a pandemic. Don't forget to wear your hand sanitizer. Put your mask on. Wash your hands when you go back into the house. Okay? Stay healthy. Stay safe. And deuces. Why do I always rant after? Like, why do I always do a little rant? Because I always gotta say my piece, you know? Like, I just gotta speak my mind. It's my opinion. Y'all technically watching to see my opinion on the video. Hence, my reaction to the video. So, technically, I'm just giving y'all what y'all are watching me for to see. So, that's why I just speak my piece. So, I mean, some people seem to like it, but, deuces.